Hello. Another week has passed. It is now week 9 of The Only Way Through, which started as a promise I made to myself to keep showing up here. My name is Hannah. It's nice to meet you. Week 9. What is there to say? I've been reflecting a lot this week about the way I tend to overanalyze basically all things in my life. And sometimes that's an enjoyable thing, it's fun to think about psychology. I think it's important to be self-reflective and to look at, why I am the way that I am. And that can be a good thing. But it can also be exhausting. And I think sometimes it's just another way that I am, torturing myself. Going over a social scenario that, something that happened and I felt awkward, or I felt like maybe I'd been misunderstood, or I said the wrong thing, or wondering, am I accepted by this person? Do they think I'm weird? Do they hate me? Like, it goes on, and like, oh, they must hate me because I said this thing, or they don't like that I said this, or they feel this way, or I made them feel bad when I did this, and and it's just like, it's not helpful. And tiring. I can become very aware when I tune into the part of my brain that is kind of on a consistent basis, checking in and being like, what was that okay? Was this okay? Is that person okay? Is that And it kind of goes into what I was talking about last week with self-abandoning. But this is sort of another aspect of that, which is the over-analyzing that happens after the fact, when the thing has already been done. The thing has been said, the interaction has happened, And sometimes I tune into that voice and I'm like, whoa, what if I didn't have to do this? What if I could just be present to the moment that is happening now and not go so deep on this, Maybe it just is what it is, like maybe the interaction was a little bit awkward. Maybe that person doesn't get you. Maybe, you didn't say the thing the way you wanted to say the thing. It is what it is. And if it's something that needs, you hurt someone's feelings, or you can gauge like, okay, maybe there needs to be repair or whatever. But most of the stuff that I find myself overanalyzing is way blown out of proportion. I have allergies. My nose just started to run. Yeah, so what if it just is the way it is? It's kind of a relief. I think shame comes up for me when I admit to the fact of like how much my brain goes over things. I think it feels like exposed, and there's like a part of me that is like, no, I don't think about this stuff. Like, I'm cool. I don't overanalyze this stuff. But the truth is, I do. There's another part that knows on a level that like, I am who I am and that's okay, and feels actually quite confident with who I am and grounded in that. But there's another part that is going haywire and trying to figure and feel everything and make sure I'm okay. And it's really just about my own safety, and it's not actually helpful with connecting with people, and it's not helpful for my brain. It's overwhelming. Whew. So that's what I'm thinking about this week. And someone asked in the comments, you know, do I know where this channel is going or anything? And I know I go a little bit from creativity to talking about how I'm feeling emotionally or things I'm thinking about. So to be honest, I'm still really figuring out what this is. But for now, it's really just an in-process, consistent practice of talking to this phone and continuing to show up and be here, and yeah. So that's all I know for now, but I'm hoping to film more stuff and yeah, expand creatively. But for now, this has been feeling still like an exercise and still like getting out of my comfort zone. So that's what it is for now. Yeah. All right.